Relying on traditional birth control can feel like a second job. It requires setting daily alarms, making monthly pharmacy runs, and constantly tracking a strict regimen. Because these methods rely so heavily on human memory, there is always room for error. That tiny margin of error often creates a constant underlying anxiety about an unplanned pregnancy. To eliminate that specific anxiety, a method has to remove human memory and daily maintenance from the equation entirely. The intrauterine device, commonly known as the IUD, is a highly effective long-term solution that provides over 99% protection. But there is a physical catch. To get it into the body, a doctor must pass a specialized tube directly through the cervix. It is an intimidating medical procedure, yet millions of women choose to undergo it every year. It is a biological trade-off, enduring a moment of clinical intervention in exchange for up to a decade of systemic freedom. These devices come in two primary variations, hormonal and copper. Each prevents pregnancy using different biological rules. This diagram shows the hormonal mechanism. The plastic IUD releases small, continuous amounts of progestin directly into the localized uterine tissue. That hormone causes the mucus on the cervix to thicken, creating a barrier that physically blocks sperm from entering the uterus. The copper IUD takes a different approach. As seen here, it emits elemental copper ions, creating an environment that sperm cannot survive in, all without using hormones. These different mechanics lead to different secondary effects. Hormonal methods often make periods lighter or stop them entirely, while the copper version leaves the natural monthly cycle intact. Whether it uses copper or hormones, the device alters the microenvironment of the uterus to neutralize sperm before they reach an egg. Once deployed, a single device provides 5 to 10 years of continuous protection. To understand the insertion process, let's look at the clinical steps. First, a speculum is used to widen the vaginal canal, exposing the cervix. Then, a tool called a tenaculum grips the edge of the cervix to stabilize it and pull the anatomical canal into a straight line. A sterile uterine sound is then inserted to map the exact depth of the individual's uterus. Finally, a doctor guides the loaded tube along that mapped path and pushes the device out, allowing its arms to deploy perfectly inside the uterine cavity. This makes the insertion a calculated, engineered deployment tailored to the precise geometry of the patient's body. There is a difficult side to this. The procedure causes acute physical discomfort and intense cramping while the device is being placed. There is also a biological adjustment period. For the first 3 to 6 months, the body may react with heavier bleeding, extended periods, or spotting. The body effectively rebels against the foreign object before the uterine environment accepts its new baseline. Once that initial adjustment phase is over, the user is left with a decade of invisible, zero-maintenance protection. This creates a shift from daily birth control management to long-term autonomy over one's reproductive timeline. It is also immediately reversible. As the diagram shows, a doctor can pull the strings at any time, causing the arms to fold so the device can slide out, restoring natural fertility instantly. Navigating the clinical mechanics and the biological trade-offs provides the clarity required to take informed control over your own physiological future.